Fabian Chavez was I think he was at that time called the Economic Development Director. But he decided, as probably somebody suggested it to him, that we needed an organization in the state of New Mexico. And so he gathered together all the ski area owners and managers, and so Fran Starbuck and I went down to Santa Fe to the very, very first meeting that was the organizational meeting for what would be known as Ski New Mexico.
If I could sum up Enchanted for us in one word, it would probably be personal. Because, you know, you go to the ski area and the guy renting you the skis might be the owner. Or your ski lesson might be the owner, or your ski patrol might be the owner if it's the right day.
Well, I worked several years on the so-called oil patch. First job was with a seismic survey company, moving every 6 weeks. Left that job to work for a gas transmission company, and I was doing gas reservoir engineering in Amarillo in a windowless office, crunching numbers all day long. Really wasn't too fond of it. So finally I just said to Judy, the heck with it, let's go river. Moved here.
Well, actually, you were in the Park Service, the National Park Service.
Oh yeah, I was also interviewing Park Service. And when we moved here, I had an offer from the ski area for a job, and about the same time I got an offer from Park Service. But it was going to be just temporary, like at Death Valley. And instead I went to work for the ski area and spent 2 winters working for the Red River ski area. My degree, by the way, is in geology. About that time, after 2 seasons with the ski area, the mine started up. I got on with the Monocorp at Quest. Worked for them for a number of years. Gary Starbuck approached me about buying a beginner ski area, which is over here behind us, called Powderpuff Mountain. So I left the mine and went into the ski business.
We all were involved with Powderpuff too, so while my older brother and my younger sister were ski racers, my sister Mary and I were both ski instructors, and we started teaching kids when we were in junior high even.
Well, Powderpuff, we operated it from 71 to 79, and then the Red River ski area bought it for us. And I started a little cross-country ski operation at Powderpuff back in those days. In fact, we have a book in there published, written by Lester Lewis. Has a photograph in there of me wearing knickers and knee socks and cross-country gear of the day.
When Dad had Powderpuff, he was a bit of a prankster. He put up a sign by the clock that said, set your watches back 42 minutes instead of the hour if you were coming from Texas because of the altitude.
Before we bought Powderpuff, Lester Lewis owned Powderpuff. And Gary Starbuck asked me to instruct, and so I was a ski instructor, mostly for children. And that was a lot of fun, actually. I did this mostly on the weekends and holidays. And so, enjoyed that and loved teaching children because you just say, come on kids, follow me and do what I do.
And then Powderpuff, they opened a campground in the summer to make a little extra income. And one year they had a whole box of insect repellent. So my dad and my first cousin, Judy Miller, made a sign all about the snow flea and how the snow flea bites you. upset your equilibrium. So they sold out of insect repellent.
Mark, I'll take years. She ran an ad in Easy Rider magazine, which started a Harley Davidson motorcycle rally up here over Memorial weekend. I happened to be mayor of that year. They were popping wheelies, they were drag racing down Main Street, and they started mooning the tourists. Honest engine, I don't know what happened, but the motorcyclists went down to Creston and started that same buoy. And the Crestenios didn't like that at all. And they didn't worry about backup, they got to pick up loads of men with shotguns. Next thing I knew, all the motorcyclists were back up here. We were also members of the Cross Country Ski Areas Association, which is an association of areas of the United States and Canada. And we went to a convention that spring, spring of '85, I guess. I went to a big area called Royal Gorge. And so I was so impressed with the groomed area. I came back and essentially I grew up here. And I knew about the area where Enchanted Forest was to be. And I went all over it with a map and a compass. And I said, well, this could be made into a groomed area.
We were grooming the ski area with a broken down old snowmobile and bed springs and a really junky track setter.
But I would physically footpack a trail also and set tracks. And some dude on a snowmobile started every evening would destroy what I physically set. And I grew very tired of that. Except one evening I set a beautiful set of tracks across a beaver pond. And frankly, some of them were challenging. They're not going around a lake.
To start the area, we only have 10 kilometers in the beginning. So it has grown quite a lot since then.
By the way, when I started in Enchanted Forest, I had a partner named Quincy Lee, and he backfield started the area. And Quincy has subsequently passed away. I did have some backing when I started the area.
We call it a ladies' day, and it starts usually around 12:30 or 1:15. And we're gone for a couple of hours. And one of the things that everybody enjoys most, I have a sort of an affliction. I really, really enjoy bushwhacking. Well, I've gotten better about it, but I think I've let a few people astray following my tracks through the years. But we actually have had people from Sweden and Norway and Switzerland tell us that this is the nicest cross-country ski area they've ever been to, which is such a tremendous endorsement.
If you could sum up your ski area in one word or one sentence, what would it be?
I'd say enchanted.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, see, that's what happens when you're married 51 years.